Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Makakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone, and salutations unto the elect. And this is the end. All right, the ending of Esau's Edom kingdom. Okay, and when you have infighting amongst each other, especially in the military, because a military is what upholds and defends your country. So if that fails, okay, and if the military does not want to fight for the country, okay, or if you have people that are half of them wants to fight, half of them doesn't want to fight, then that's a serious problem. Because without a military on one page, then guess what? Your kingdom can't be protected 100%. Your kingdom can't be doesn't have the support that it needs, especially America, which being the hammer of the whole earth, which they go around and pick fights with people. So with that being said, this is from dailymail.uk, dailymail.com. Miserable sailors moan about backed up toilets aboard U.S. warships. U.S. warship as deployment is extended amid mounting Iran tensions. So here it is. The people that are supposed to protect the United States of America territories, all right, on the water, they're moaning and groaning. Their shit backed up in the toilets, and there are reports of mutiny. There are reports of clothes being stuffed inside of those toilets because the sailors don't want to fight, man. They want to go home. It says U.S. soldiers whose deployment on a U.S. warship has been extended, mounting tensions with Iran, have complained the grueling schedule is being made worse by clogged toilets. Some soldiers holed up on Gerald Ford say that they are even contemplating leaving the military as they struggle to cope with the impact of missing loved ones for such a long time. You are a soldier. So here it is, a soldier is thinking about home. These Americans, they don't want to die. They don't want to go to war. These people that joined the military thought that they were going to be able to ride on a ship and get that check, you know, and not fight. Well, guess what? You're going to fight. You're going to fight. And guess what? When this thing pops off, okay, when these drafts start popping off, your ass ain't going to be able to leave the military. They're going to tell you to shut the hell up and stay your ass on that ship. Okay, and these soldiers here in America are weak. Here it is, you're about to fight for your country, and you're thinking about, yeah, man, you know, you should have known what you signed up for, man. All right, that's why and we are likened unto soldiers. That's why we got to understand what we getting ourselves into, because there's no turning back. Okay, there's no turning back, man. We already started to build. It says the largest warship has been at sea since June. It says, to make matters worse, I'm going through it. Many of the ship's 650 toilets are out of commission, as it has been impossible to perform routine maintenance while on the move. So these men All right, that are on these men and women that are on these ships. Look, they're worried about they're sick and tired of being at sea. And this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing for America, which they call themselves what, the greatest country and the greatest country and the greatest military, for your soldiers to be complaining about being on a ship. This is embarrassing. Hold on, let me see. I'm going through the article. They thought that they were going to Disney World plans, weddings. They already RSVP to attend, and spring break trips to Busch Gardens. Man, we're in a time of war, man. All right, we're in a time of war, and they worried about spring break, and they worried about going to weddings. Okay, we're in a time of war. We're not in the time of you know, you on a ship. You worried about, yeah, man, me and my wife, we're going here. Nope. Get your ass back on the water. We in a time of war. Okay, and there is division in the military. This is Mark 3 verse 24. In the NLT, it says, a kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Okay, because you have people with different ideologies, different beliefs. Some of those sailors are stuffing clothes in the toilets because they don't want to be at sea. So chaos is about to ensue in the military because you got half of them. This is not just on the ship, because you got people that believe that they're fighting for the JJs, and they know all this information is out. They know when they're going to war, they're fighting for those Israelis. They know this. They know that Trump is one of the puppets for the Israelis. What they call themselves, Israelis. So what do you think is about to happen? Not let alone here in America, with the right and the left wing, the red and the blue. America is not united. This is not the United States of America, because these people are not united. And it's going to get worse. It says, similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. A family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And this is how our kingdom fell. Through civil war, through fighting one another, not being on the same page with one another, ultimately not serving our power in truth and sincerity, serving idols first and foremost, but through civil war, through Solomon's sons. Okay, taxing the people hard, and then ultimately we just start fighting one another. Southern Kingdom versus Northern Kingdom. We start killing one another. We start hating one another. And this is how America is going down. Look at this. I got another article. This is from justice.gov. I got this straight off justice.gov. Former U.S. Air Force pilot arrested for providing defense services to the Chinese military. Okay, this guy was a former Air Force officer and pilot, Gerald Eddie Brown. So this guy was in the military for many, many years, and he taught other pilots over here in the States. And guess what he did? He went to China and taught them how to fly those planes. So not only do you have a big problem Somebody that have served the military and given their life for the military is going to the enemy to teach the enemy how to fly jets and give secrets. This kingdom is done. You got a whole lot of people that are willing to, treason, willing to give their country up, top secret information. He was charged by criminal complaint for providing and conspiring to provide defense services to Chinese military pilots without authorization. The United States Air Force trained Major Brown to be an elite fighter pilot and entrusted him with the defense of our nation. Wow. He now stands charged with training Chinese military pilots. So this dude is training the enemy, being a damn agent for the Chinese, teaching them how to fly the fighter planes. So it's all type of things going on here in America, man. It's the time of war. People betraying their country, people betraying one another. People giving out secrets to America's enemies. We told you this was going to be the time. At the end, man, at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. It's a lot of things happening, man. And we can all link it back to the Bible, to biblical prophecy. Okay, wars and rumors of wars, the division, civil war, the infighting. It's all in the scriptures, man. And brothers, your faith should be boosted by seeing these things, because the Lord is crumbling our enemy's kingdom right before our eyes. It's being crumbled. Okay, they're fighting, they're giving up secrets. They don't want to fight for America. People hate the Israelis. Man, it's going down, man. Only thing we waiting for is the MOTB. Okay, to be solidified, and we out of here, man. Because Jacob's trouble gonna be a hot little second. So our spirit should be up. Watching this thing go down. So with that, Lord willing, was edifying. Shalom.